All right, everybody. So we're going to do a little bit of arts and crafts today. We're going to focus a little bit more on clarity again. So let's go over this a little bit more. I touched on it on my video the other day, but we're going to go ahead and touch a little bit more on clarity today. So this is you. And I believe you are awesome. Cool. Maybe even funny. And most of all, I think that you have some great business ideas. But for some reason, you haven't started them, you haven't pursued them. Maybe it's out of fear, like we talked about the other day. Maybe it's out of some other reason. But most people think that they are lazy, and that's why they don't start their business, and that's why they don't get things going. But I actually do not think that you are lazy. See, most people fail because they are unclear, not because they're lazy, not because they're unmotivated, not because of anything like that. Typically, it's because they are unclear of what it is they actually want. So they want success, but they never have actually defined the true definition of what success looks like to them. So they want success, they want praise, they want whatever this looks like, but they really have no idea what they've never truly defined what success is in their mind. They've never truly defined what winning looks like to them. All right, we're going to bring you guys in a little bit closer here. So I started another picture. So this is you. And if I asked you what you wanted your business to look like in the next 12 months, could you answer that clearly? I'm not talking about more money. I'm not talking about more freedom. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about specific outcomes. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Specific outcomes. See, clarity isn't just wanting something. It's knowing exactly what it is you're wanting and intentionally aiming directly at that. So you've got a target, and we need to figure out exactly what that target looks like for you and your individual specific scenario. See, without knowing specifically what your target is, you are going to get distracted with all these random things that are not your specific target, and all these random things are going to weigh you down and distract you. So when you're clear, once again, when you're clear on what your target is, this is your target, this is your arrow here. So when you're intentionally clear on what your target is and what you're going after, decisions get a heck of a lot easier and distractions become obvious. So you instantly start knowing what you need to say yes to and what you need to say no to. It becomes very obvious the things that you need to say yes to, the things that you need to say no to, because if they do not point directly to your target, if the thing that you're thinking about doing, or the transition or the movement that you're thinking about making in your business, if it doesn't directly correlate to that specific target, then it's an easy no, and you need to eliminate it out of your life. This is something that I've been guilty of in pretty much every one of my businesses. And my true goal with Dreamers Network is to help people like yourself avoid some of these distractions and save you time and money and everything, energy. You're wasting so much energy on things that don't really matter. And, all right, let's break this down a little bit more. So I believe that you have some massive dreams, some massive goals. So this is going to represent your goals, your dreams, and we're gonna pretend that this box is just huge. So we're gonna throw you back in here. So this is you, and I believe that you want to carry and want to make some massive big goals and dreams happen. I believe that you're able to do that. I truly believe that you have what's inside of you to be able to do that, but don't mean anything, and they're pretty much worthless without some kind of system or some kind of strategy. You could use either one of those. So without a system, without a strategy, without a step-by-step plan, essentially is what I'll call it. Without a step-by-step plan, without small actionable steps, these big goals, big dreams, unfortunately will get nowhere, and they won't turn into anything because you'll lose track of your target, your very specific target that we mentioned earlier. You're going to lose track of that without small actionable steps, and these big giant goals, dreams are going to seem overwhelming at some point, and it's going to weigh you down and overbear you. And that's why you need to keep focused on what that specific target is. And we're going to talk about that next by breaking that specific target down into small systems or strategies, so that you don't get overwhelmed by the big dreams and goals. You still can accomplish them and still can even get further than them, but we need to keep those big dreams and goals laser focused with a system or strategy. All right, so let's get rid of that real quick. And we'll make another little picture over here. So this is going to be your goals and dreams over here again. This is going to be a representation of that big box. And here's your target. This is exactly what we want things to look like. So these are kind of one and the same. We need to stay laser focused on the big goals and dreams, which it's great to have these big goals and dreams, but we need to break these big goals and dreams into little tiny bite-sized daily, weekly, monthly pieces. So we've got these big giant goals and dreams, but a lot of times people just define this, but they don't truly define it in extreme detail. So we need to take these goals and dreams, and here's our target like before, and we need to get extremely specific about what that target is, extremely specific on what it is exactly that we want to do and what it is. So we need to unpack these giant ideas, these giant massive boxes, and then by unpacking those boxes, we need to shrink and scale things down into tiny little bite-sized daily, weekly, monthly tasks that we can consistently do over time, basically reverse engineering it. So we're going to take all this stuff and then shred it down and pack it into little tiny boxes. These are horrible boxes, but you kind of get the idea. So little tiny, just teeny tiny little boxes that you can carry day by day, little tiny pieces you can focus on day by day, daily, weekly, monthly, that over time with consistency, oh my gosh, it's not working here, over time with consistency, because my black colored pencil didn't work. consistency. You're gonna, yeah, you know what I mean. We're gonna pretend that I spelled that right the first time. But anyways, yeah, with over time, with consistency, these little tiny bite-sized daily, weekly, monthly tasks are going to turn into this big giant thing. See, the power is not in doing everything all at once, not attacking everything, not attacking the giant, big, huge picture. It's not about attacking that. I mean, yes, you are, but you need to be able to reverse engineer it, like I said earlier, and break it down into small little bite-sized tasks. So what does that big dream or goal look like day to day? What does it look like week to week? What does it look like? This could mean anything from simple little small tasks and simple little small steps, as opposed to the giant big picture. And with that being said, I truly believe that you don't need more motivation. Some of you might. You don't need more skills. Now, it's great, and it can speed up the process to have some more skills or more motivation, but most of the time, people just end up being overwhelmed, and they end up honestly, they end up self-destructing themselves because they don't have better systems. They don't have a clear path, clear, consistent path on what it is they need to do from day to day, month to month, year to year, even. So you need to get clear on what you want, build those systems to support that clarity, and then commit to the process. And that's probably one of the biggest parts, is committing 100%. You need to commit 100% and just continue to follow through, even when it feels like nothing is happening, nothing is moving, nothing is generating income. You need to continue to commit over time, and in time, those pieces will build up and build up and build up and build up. And it might take weeks, it might take months, it could take a few years before you see some of your big overall dream and goal coming true. All right, so got a quick recap for you. So we need to get laser focused on what our target is, and truly define what it is we want to accomplish, what it is we want to happen, what our true goal is, what our true we need to unpack that, more than just I want to start a business in lawn care, or I want to do this. We need to set true, real expectations, true, real goals, and that'll help us stay focused on what we can say yes to and what we need to say no to, in order to make our lives easier and make sure that we're on the right track. And then in conjunction with that, we need to take your big giant dreams, we need to take these big giant goals, and we need to break them down into little tiny bite-sized daily, weekly, monthly. We need to make it into small little tiny consistent steps that we can take over the next days, months, years, weeks, however long it takes. And we need to stay committed to these little tiny bite-sized pieces 100%. We need to give everything to those little tiny bite-sized pieces and let it play out over time. Obviously, there may be some scenarios where you have to look at your analytics and adjust, but at the end of the day, you need to just stay committed to these little tiny bite-sized pieces, and you'll get more and more traction that'll get you to those big dreams, goals. Those big things will happen in time. It may not seem like it in the moment, but if you reverse engineer your system, stay focused on your specific target, and stay committed to your little tiny bite-sized pieces, you will get there. I guarantee it 100%. There's no way you can't. You literally are setting yourself up for zero chance of failure. Yeah, that's really all it boils down to. If you want help with this, reach out to me. Also, like I've been saying for the last however many videos, we've got the Business Launch Box coming out January 21st, 2026. And inside of there's going to be step-by-step instructions for how to gain clarity and get laser focused on whatever it is. It's gonna basically unpack and help you ask those questions to yourself on what it is you actually want to accomplish inside of the business launch box. Along with many other things, there's going to be that checklist that goes over stuff like this, like kind of what we're talking about today, helping you gain clarity and creating a system that allows you to sets you up so you can't fail, essentially. And then also inside of there's going to be my nerd program, which basically is just it's an acronym. So this stands for something I'll release at a later date. But this nerd program is essentially a very a long drawn out, it's a long-term clarity and systems, long-term goal planning program that we're going to walk you through. Both of those things are going to be inside of this business launch box, along with many other custom curated things. So feel free to stay tuned for more info on that. That'll be released January 21st, 2026. Hope you guys like this video, and hopefully it helps somebody.